What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, von Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, who wants a treat, yeah? Keep listening.
Hold on, we're gonna do a live cam because it's tilting, bro. Hello and welcome in to the Monday edition of your show. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Yeah, I know, because you're playing with the toggle on the top, hey, and I was playing with the legs. Whoa! Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Yeah, and there goes the big unveil. I guess it is a Brooksy Monday, so people know. That's way better. Hell yeah, dude. Look at this.
Banana bread, bro.
That is what I'm talking about right there. Thank you to the Dragon on the ones and twos today. Still,
Now
as far
look.
as we know.
I'm in your shot, so what did you do to the
And
screen?
now, well, because it's going.
This way.
You let me
Yeah.
do my thing, bro?
Here they go.
You ready?
Fail. Mondays.
This is what they do when it's recorded. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome. We're live. This is what we do. Okay, this is what we do. When cameras go wonky, Dragon saves them. When we have guests here, they're hanging out. Brooksy leans into the screen and still live. Say it all the time. The only one going live, 4 to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday, right here on the internet, originating from Saskatoon. And so grateful to be able to say that because a lot of work goes into it. And to have you along for this ride each and every day is so damn cool. I am your host, Gary. Still realizing I'm incredibly overweight. Brooksy and I are going to talk a little bit about what I had for supper last night, because I think that's playing a really big part in all of this. But before we get to any of that stuff, we love to start this show off, as you can hear in the background, trying to get her spot just right, which she's going to do.
You need to
Right
switch
now.
it right now.
No, hold on.
No, you need to switch it and get
All right,
her
ladies
in
and
there.
gentlemen, check out the Mega Cam real quick. Look,
I told
see,
you.
you did it. I know you jinxed it,
I didn't jinx you. You're slow.
but I wanted to.
Oh, that's cute,
that's
actually.
really cute. Yeah, stay right there, Marge. Don't you move. Oh, and
Oh,
she
there
goes.
we go.
Yeah. What's under there? What's under there? What are you finding, old girl?
Underwear.
I just made you say underwear. Remember that song?
Hello.
Is that Fonzie the Bear? Nicely done. The Maggie Cam, as always, powered by our great friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Margaret absolutely loves that store. I call it her home away from home. Not just because that's where her boyfriend Leroy resides. No. Because everything that you need for your Maggie is there. Okay? You name it. Name some stuff, Brooksy. Name some stuff that you get at Pet Planet on 8th Street.
Wash your dog, feed your dog,
Yeah.
toys for your dog,
Yeah.
treats for your dog,
Yeah.
leash for your dog,
Yeah.
collar for your dog,
What?
seatbelt for your dog,
What?
everything for your dog.
What?
Maybe a cake, maybe
What?
a bed, anything you need,
What?
all in my head. I don't know.
That was really good. I am very
Pet Planet on
impressed.
8th Street.
All of those things are there for you. And for all your pets, too. The natural raw food. They do the cat stuff. They got medicines in there. They do tags and license. They do everything. And if they don't have what you're looking for, they will get it for you because Mike and or Rochelle, they care that much. They're such incredible human beings, and we just love them. Oh, what's going on
So
over there?
cute.
Look at you, got her. Dragon, you got her just going perfect. As well
Okay.
as on the weekends with Kirsten and Chris, open after hours as well. All of that for you. So they got everything you need, including incredible human beings doing fantastic things. And I promise you, your animal will love Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural
Natural
grocer.
grocer.
Ooh, that was a good intro. We got a lot going on there. Man, oh man, and I'm sweating already. Brooksy's cold. I'm hot.
I got Blinky.
Look at you're on the banner right now. Wendy Brooks Media. That is the social media management of choice around here because she's the best in the biz. She also co-hosts the Past Our Bedtime podcast, new episode for us here on the network every Monday right after the show. Give it up for Brooks.
Yay.
Dang, I was trying to build it up and you just jumped right at her. And no transition again. You've been so rusty. Drag has been gone. That's all right. I got an air horn. Do you see you want an air horn?
Bam, bam, bam.
Brooksy. Oh yeah.
Oh.
I know because you don't have headset.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I got an alarm. I was like, that's not it. There it is.
That's cool.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Before we get to anything else, this is what you get when you have a live show. We jump around, and it's a lot of fun.
Jump
It says,
around. Jump around.
tell the Cinderfella joke. That
You
was
go.
the message.
Go.
Okay.
Tell it.
Last time we stopped an entire show just to tell a joke, it did not go well at all. But this wasn't by me. This was by someone on Twitter. A lovely lady on Twitter had responded to it was like a big Twitter thing. I don't know how the tweeting does, but there's a picture of like an elevator with a guy's shoes in it. Okay, and the caption was, you know, if you find a woman's shoes in the elevator, it's elegant and beautiful, and it's like could be this beautiful romantic quest you're about to go on. But you find a guy's shoes, it's like gross. Get these smelly things the hell out of here. It's like, okay, yeah, I get that. And then my buddy says, that's why it's Cinderella and not Cinderfella.
Wow.
Thank you. That was my
I
reaction.
feel like that was
That
the
was my
fake
I was really
laugh.
like, oh, Cinderfella. Are you kidding me? Incredible stuff. Leslie was her name with
Rough.
that one. So
It
very
kinda-
funny stuff. Very well done
It would
there.
be weird if the roles were reversed. Like
Yeah,
a girl's trying to find
totally.
you using your shoe,
Especially
and you're like,
like in-
man, I was blacked out when I lost that. You want nothing to do with me.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot there. So I thought that was really funny. Cinderfella.
Okay.
See?
Oh,
1 for 2. To
I'll
Leslie.
take
That was a
a
great joke, Leslie.
golf
Well done.
clap. for that.
Okay, we got a whole bunch to get to today. I do want to say I was at a beautiful celebration of life. Look at this beautiful, beautiful lady.
Mhm.
Okay, isn't that gorgeous? On Sunday, I want to say to El Dandy and Cass and Leo and his whole family. That's Clarkie right there. We celebrated Clarkie's life over at the barn at Wind's Edge.
So I got married.
Yeah, it was amazing. And like I cried a lot, obviously, because it was a going away party, but it was a celebration. It was solely focused on celebrating. It was like tears of joy. It was amazing. And yeah, forever in our hearts. So we got these pins, and the boys raised some money, and a lot of cool things going on. So to El Dandy and the rest of his family, thank you for, just being the amazing dude that you are, and powering through all. Like they spent years in hospital. Like this
Mhm.
poor girl battled it, and you wouldn't even know. Like watching the videos, that's what really got me. It's a bunch of videos of her just being the coolest kid ever in the middle of all this chaos. It was absolutely amazing. So I got one of those there, and we're gonna keep Clarkie on the set. Very nice to have that. So we go from feelings to
Wow, that's like an emotional roller coaster we're about to go on.
yes, we are. If you don't know, Brooksy likes to send me these updates from her Facebook, and they are cringe-inducing. We have an
Yeah.
intro called The Cringe, but we don't know where the intro is now. And I don't think Dragon's going to be able to find it, hey? It's okay. It's okay. We should have all those
This
in
is
one
the
place.
second time that
But we found
somebody
it
can
last time.
find it.
That was LB last time. And LB eventually found it, and then we did the Bill and Ted's thing. Oh,
Oh. Okay, here we go.
wait for it. This might be happening. Oh, here he goes. He's going to pull it off
I
the
haven't
computer.
seen it for a
This
while.
will be good.
Well,
It's
we-
really cute. I really enjoy it. Here we go. Stay with him. Stay with the dragon. Here we go, dragon. Do it, dog. Got it. Woo! Yeah. Beautiful. First and foremost, how much does that Def Leppard shirt cost?
I got it at a thrift store for like $12.
Okay, so that's not one of the expensive ones that our sweet, beautiful Brad gets mad at you for.
I mean, I don't know if it's a real band T-shirt. It's the real band T-shirts that he wants to sell,
That's fair.
like from the actual concert.
Okay.
So those are really worth. a
Yeah,
lot
the
of money.
collector one.
Yeah.
So what we do around here, we bring the cringe to the cringe. We have updates from Brooksy over the years that she posted to her Facebooks, and we just read them in a Brooksy voice, and we have a good laugh. Okay?
Yep, we try.
She's so pumped. Without further ado, we are going to
Okay.
jump right into the latest edition of The Cringe. Bleh.
I don't
puke
like
sound
that
was really
part.
funny. I thought it was pretty funny.
Okay, read it.
Okay, this one, we're going back to 2010. This one just says, Wendy Brooks at the mall. What was going on at the mall, bro?
Everything happened at the mall. I
Did you
don't
hang
know.
out at the mall lots?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. I was like a hooligan.
So this could have been literally anything that happened to make you say, I need to post about the mall right now.
Yeah. Yep. We need to let people know. That's where I was. If they want to
Good
come hang
know.
out.
All right.
I'm at the mall.
15 years ago. That's just a warm. Trust me, they get better. 15 years ago, Wendy Brooks says, "Oh my gosh, gummy bears! F yes." Were they special gummy bears?
Probably not.
Bro,
So
you're killing
good.
me here.
They're
Like
so
these,
good.
I need to know what was going on with you
I
when you were
literally,
doing these things.
these statuses are like exactly what they say. I'm just eating gummy bears.
You just had to tell the
There's
world.
nothing to it.
Okay, well, let's
But
try
like,
this one.
you know, maybe I was just so poor that when I got gummy bears, I like had to let people know. You know, like
That
I
could
was
be
like,
it.
oh,
That was 15 years ago on May
Yeah.
20th. 16 years ago, exact same day, May 20th.
yeah.
This is Brooks. Wendy Brooks is laughing at you. Ha 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 ha. Bro, who are you laughing
I
at?
don't know. That's so mean.
That's a rough one.
That's so mean.
You don't have any anything come to mind.
Can I see who's like?
It doesn't
Oh,
even
no,
say.
I didn't. I cut it. Nope. Don't know. Probably. You know.
Something mean?
I was gonna say it was probably about like an ex or
Good call,
something.
Dragon.
Probably about an ex.
Okay, so there. I feel like boys are rooted in a lot of this stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting good. You ready?
Okay. No, I'm
Here
not
we
ready.
go.
No, I'm not
Here
ready.
we
No,
go.
I'm not ready. Okay.
All right, this one's also May 20th. You were posting, bro. Holy moly. Are you kidding me here? All right, May 20th. This one says, Wendy Brooks. Call Comedy Central. We have a comedian here. Explain yourself, please. Are you talking about
I'm
yourself?
just
Are
funny.
you talking about a friend?
I think I'm just
You're
funny.
just letting the world know how funny you are?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's probably me saying I'm funny, but
Okay.
or maybe somebody thought they were being funny, and I'm like, nope.
Not today.
You're, you know, who
Did
knows?
you call Comedy Central?
They should have.
Yeah. No kidding.
Someone should have.
Same day, 15 years ago, Wendy Brooks. Just got soaked from not even being outside for 10 seconds.
Yeah, it was raining. Wow.
I thought it was hot and you're sweating. You just went out in the rain and got soaked. Is that all there is to this? Did I read these and be like, these are hilarious?
Yeah.
And then just miss them?
It was just wet. I was just wet.
Like, come
With
on.
rain.
Okay, these are the good ones. Those
Okay.
are the warm-ups.
There's a lot.
I was
in
going to
there.
say, thank goodness those weren't the ones we're focusing on here. 14 years ago. Oh, this is the next
Why
one.
did I post so much? This
May
is wild.
21st. Let's see what she has to say on May 21st. Remember, she's posting this to her Facebook update so everybody can see.
Yeah, the whole world.
Wendy Brooks says, "Party tonight!" Semicolon, Big D.
That's a smiley face. Like, party. Okay.
I don't know about that.
If it's on a Tuesday.
May
or-
21st of 2011.
Oh, I was in grade 11. I was a badass in grade 11. I just partied all the time and
Easy, Eddie Murphy.
was really going downhill for a bit, but I came around in grade 12.
Okay, this is good. Sticking with your bad year. No, this is 2010, 15 years ago. This is Brooksy again. Wendy Brooks is driving around with only the sexiest people ever. But there's a catch here. You spelled the with 2 T's and sexiest, Sexyest. Sexiest.
Yeah, I know how
people
to
ever.
spell. Still do.
Who were you rolling with there, bro?
I don't know. We used to cruise a lot. As soon as one of my friends got like a car.
Weren't you the one with the car?
Well, I did get a car.
But you let other people drive it because you didn't have a license?
Yes, but my other friends also had cars. So I only let people like who were like close to me, like who had their license. So like
Okay.
my boyfriend or whoever. But my other friends, we'd always drive around with them all the time.
And they were the sexiest people
I guess
ever?
sexiest people ever. They would put
Dang.
like crazy subs and stuff in their car. I'm surprised I can still hear today.
Oh, yeah, with
They
the
would like
bass.
shake. It almost like shake your hair a little bit, you know?
Yeah, my brother used to do that. He had a Honda Civic. The
Yeah.
whole thing was just speakers and pretty crazy.
I think you get a ticket for distracted driving with,
Too loud?
yeah.
Okay. Like, was I looking at different ones here?
No, there's I was going to say you
I
probably
was
were a
definitely
little medicated.
Yeah, for sure. Way funnier than I thought. Oh, May 21st, 2016. 2016. Very simple one. Wendy Brooks just says, "Shout out to all my friends." LOL. Anything?
Love you all.
It
Love
is
you all.
That's so ridiculous. Sticking with it, 2016, May 21st. Man, these are all from the same
That's
day.
that's the
That's why
funny
it's funny,
part, I
yeah.
think.
That's why it's
Is
funny.
that they're-
Forgetting about the context of the
Why
whole situation.
was I like this?
So Wendy Brooks says, 9 years ago, so why don't I live here? So beautiful.
Yeah, you know what?
May 21, 2016.
Didn't even know where I was. Probably like,
Somewhere warm.
yeah, but why was I posting so much if I was on vacation like that? So weird.
Yeah, interesting.
Right, that's the same day?
Well,
that
May
one?
21, it's the same idea. Literally like, yeah, it's all there.
Yeah, okay.
Not much there, hey? And then the last and final one from the cringe. You got a lot of themes, man. Wendy Brooks, 14 years ago, May 21st. Party tonight.
Wow, that's the same one. I must have double. Yeah, it is the same thing. Fail, you fail.
I really expected big things on the cringe. I was really building this up.
I actually don't have my phone. Never mind.
Yeah.
I had more I was gonna send to you before I came. I forgot.
Where were they? There were some real ones that I don't know if
I
I should
think
be saying
those are all. Those
Okay.
are all of them. And they
Well,
are. When you read
It's
them,
the
it seems.
anticlimactic conclusion of this episode of The Cringe with Brooks.
It seems funny because there was a lot on the same day that had
You posted a lot.
nothing to do
You
with
were,
anything.
You were a big time poster, and that's okay.
I'm so annoying.
That's okay.
Now I understand why so many people thought I was annoying.
Yeah, that checks out as we continue on the Monday edition of your show. We just finished up gaming with Brooksy as we did some Hey You
Yep.
Pikachu, and then we did some Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Who
and,
won between you and Dragon?
I won the most, but Dragon won the last one. So
He won
That's
the one
all
that
that
I was
matters,
just going to
I
say
think.
that. He won the one they'll
Um,
remember.
yeah. But I've been playing. I had a crazy weekend. I was playing with you over there, but right now I have this blankie, even though it's like super hot outside because
And in here, it's 23, but it's way hotter than 23. Just
yeah,
so you know.
but I have a crazy sunburn on my forehead.
Yes, tell us about the
and
sunburn.
Only half of my face, which is kind of hard to see because I have makeup on, but this half of my face is so burnt and this half is just normal because I went to the Senior Bowl
Nailed it.
on Saturday because my
Hell yeah.
cousin was playing some defense.
How'd he do? Is he good?
Really good. Yeah, they
yeah.
didn't end up winning, but he did great. So
Showcase for all your high school football players.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was it was awesome to watch.
Very cool.
And
you
yeah,
got your
now he
face.
goes off to the Hilltops. So
Ooh, go
he'll
Toppers.
be doing some football there. But yeah, it was so like windy, and so I didn't think I was gonna burn because it was like a little chilly. But no, my whole face is red, so I've been like really hot, but like also cold at the same time. It's a weird feeling. So yeah, so I did that, and then another thing that made me really
Go for it.
I was gonna say that made me really hot this weekend, but
I know.
I didn't want it to come off weird.
Yeah.
I was fighting fires with some firefighters.
That's a good save. That's a good
Yeah.
save.
Um,
You were in there with smoke and everything, right?
yeah, I got to do this thing called Fire Ops 101. And so it's they invite like politicians and like people of like influence and people who like help them do stuff or whatever,
Yeah.
come train with them for a day to kind of understand what they do, what they need, all that stuff. And so we did some EMS training. So we learned how to give Narcan and resuscitate people
Resuscitation, yeah.
and carry people and all that good stuff. So we did that. And then we did a search and rescue. So they put a bunch of smoke into like a little sea can. And then we had to crawl on the ground with all our firefighter gear and try and find a baby. And it was smoky and pitch black. And you only had this little gun to try and find this little baby. And so I did, so I did that. And
Did
then
you find the baby?
found the baby. The
Thank
first group
goodness.
didn't,
I was
but
worried.
I was the first one to find the baby. And it was weirdly behind the crib.
Yeah, that's probably crawling to get away from the fire.
Well, I don't know how it got out of the crib. But anyway, they just drop it. They're like, stop, drop, and roll. Those baby leaves. Anyway, no, but I saved the baby. And then we also did vehicle extractions. So we got to use the jaws of life.
Yes.
And I smashed a window. It was really funny because they let somebody smash a window with a big window smasher and then a medium-sized one. And I got this like teeny tiny one that like you can like put on your keychain.
Yeah.
And it just
Those
like
are
pokes
very,
a little
very,
hole.
Very good to have in your vehicle.
Yeah, and then basically they were like, "I should shatter it right away," and I did it the first time. I was like this, and it made the boop sound, but nothing happened. And he's like, "Oh, maybe not." And I was like, "Well," so I did it again, and my whole fist went through the window, and everybody was like, "Oh my god," laughing so hard because it looks like I just like punched it
You
with my
didn't cut
fist.
yourself anywhere?
No, we were all geared up,
Okay, good.
which was great because I
Yeah.
probably would have just
Oh, you would have
sliced that
tore
up. But
everything.
we
Yeah.
were wearing gloves
Do
and
not punch
whole
windows.
outfit, glasses, helmet, big rubber boots. We had the whole get up. And then at the end
Hold
of,
on a second. Did they have any that fit you? You're just tiny.
yeah, they had lots. They have like participant stuff that they've
Oh,
invested
okay.
in,
Yeah.
including P PF
PCP?
PCP free gear um for all the participants so that they can, you know,
Good.
not get cancerous chemicals on them.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so we used that, and then the very last thing we did, which was the coolest thing, was we put on all the firefighter gear with the masks and the tanks, and they started like a huge fire in a sea can, and we watched the fire spread up the wall and on towards us, and
Nice.
then they showed us the difference between a vented fire and an unventilated fire. And when it's not like ventilated, the smoke builds up. It's like pure black, like you can't see anything through it. And then they showed us how to put
That's
out
why
the
you see the
fire.
boys knocking down walls, man. You got
Yeah.
your airflow through
And
there.
it sounded like scuba diving. Like everybody's like breathing through these things.
Yeah.
And it kind of is like scuba diving because you would never be able to stand and smoke like that without the gear and even like the heat coming off. Like you couldn't even really feel any of it, but you can see how hot it was in the guns and stuff. So anyway, it was really, really, really cool. I'm a official IAFF Local 80 member. According to them, I got an axe at the end that has
See,
a logo on it.
I was a little upset that you got an axe.
Yeah, it
'cause
was cool.
when I went up, so we've talked about this before. I went there. I took the Not Sun in, and we did the whole tour. And we went up in the cherry picker, and we did all this stuff. I actually went on 3 different calls with the boys, and Chief was the best. And we got in there. He goes, "Hey, new guy, go make sure there's no smoke down that way." So I'm walking down these hallways as there's people like being evacuated, and I'm just like, "Oh yeah, go out this way." I was like literally guiding people out of this. It was clearly under control, or else they wouldn't have took me there.
Yeah,
So
100%.
yeah, it's not like this was like an act of oh my god, but it still felt pretty cool. Like I was like, yeah, I'm helping out. Got to ride in the truck with the boys and do the whole thing. And then one thing that you didn't get that I was quite proud of, and I thought you should have, but you got the axe, so you probably won this deal. But the official baptism, as we finished up in the cherry picker and I walk around and everyone's like, okay, just come over here, make sure you've got your gear off. The gear comes off, and then you walk around the corner, and the boys are there with the hose, and boom, they hit you with the hose. And first thing I did, I had smokes in my pocket. I was like, Davey, my brother, Davey, save the darts! And I threw the darts to him, and then they just hosed me down, head to toe, in the fire hose. And then I officially became a brother of the firefighter.
Fun.
And so that was very, very cool. But I didn't get an axe. I'm gonna have to talk to Fratzi about that.
I think they're new. They look new. Like they look like they had just ordered them.
I'll
But
talk to some of the boys and see if we can get an axe in there. I'd love to hang one on the wall here.
it was really cool.
Yeah.
It's like I don't. It's definitely not to be used. That.
No,
But
it's for looks only, of course.
yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like
You're a
very
firefighter now.
trained.
Yeah.
I also like know I have no idea how you would be a firefighter. That's like insane.
The work
And
is nuts.
a couple weeks ago there was like a lot of fires happening in Saskatoon, and one of them was like a plastic company. Yeah. So the plastic company like it was like a huge fire, but the worst part about it is that like it's like burning all these plastics and stuff, and so it's like super toxic.
Yeah.
It's like the most toxic fire you could probably go to.
You
And
don't want to be around that.
yeah, and so I don't know, it's just like kind of crazy, and like there's not very many deaths that happen due to like the actual fire itself, but
All the after stuff.
every single there's mostly
Yeah.
every single death that happens, especially firefighters from Saskatoon, are from cancer, and that plastic fire was probably like very cancerous too with the firefighters. So not only is it scary, but like long term, it's like crazy. So just so much appreciation, you know?
Hug a firefighter, man.
And they're not
That's
just
what I'm saying.
firefighters; they're also like EMS, like making it there before
Yep.
some.
I was on one of our calls that we went on. We were going, and it was only a couple blocks away, I think, but we were listening on the radio because if the EMTs get there before, then firefighters don't have to do all the EMT stuff.
Yeah.
And so we're waiting, and then the EMT's like, "Hey, we just got here." He's like, "Oh, awesome." Then we just turn right around and get out of
Yeah,
there.
and lots of the times they like take over. So they have a
Yeah.
bunch of equipment that allows them to, if they're in the middle of doing the machine that lives you,
AED,
AED, yeah, thank you.
automated electronic
Yeah,
defibrillator.
they can just take out the things and
Yeah.
put it into theirs, and then they can
That's
still
the
leave
thing
and
is
go do whatever they need
if
to.
they can get there before the EMTs, then the
Mhm.
thing is just to keep everything going and get it all set up so when they get there, they can
Yeah.
take it over.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
It was
yeah,
crazy. It was
man.
insane. I learned so much. So that was my weekend, and very eventful, very crazy.
I love the firefighters. I
Yeah.
just want to say that to my man, Matt and Kenny Berg, my brother
Mm.
Davey, Protsy. There's so many dudes out there that are fighting from Warren McCauley. I got all these bros. And the big joke that we always say 99% of the time you're cooking burgers, taking naps, watching hockey. I always focus on that and make fun of them. But that 1% where they're going in there, boy, oh
Mhm.
boy, you earn that 99% of resting time
Yeah.
because then you got a good taste of it
Well,
too.
and me and Gary were
If-
just talking about that too, and I was just like, well, with the like overdose stuff that's
yeah,
happening right now in
pandemic, yeah,
Saskatoon,
they're busier than ever.
it's
man.
like crazy. Like I tried to go there and get a video, and they're getting a call. Like they're getting a call like every
right in, right in,
5 minutes,
right in.
you know, and they like.
It's tough
And
out
I
there.
can see they have this screen inside the thing where you can see all of the fire trucks that are out.
Yeah.
And the one day I was there was like 6 fire trucks out doing their own thing. Then they got a call for an overdose, and then immediately had to go for a call for an actual fire, like right when they
Yeah.
got back. It was insane.
lot.
So they've been like, yeah, there's been a lot going on. And
To all of our brothers and sisters out there, firefighters, thank you. We appreciate you. And make no mistake, you definitely earned that 99% of downtime.
yeah, but
because
it's
that one-
way less than
Oof.
99% now, is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
they're
but
like,
They're still my
it's
bros. Like
like
specifically my bro, my
50
biggest brother, Davey.
Yes.
I have to rip on.
you
That's
do.
what you do.
But like, this job's hard right now.
Yeah. Well,
So-
it's always hard. Okay. I may have been exaggerating by saying 99%.
That's
Okay,
correct.
I'll give it. Either way, we love you guys. Thank you for all that you do. This has been Firefighter Appreciation Day here on your show, the Monday edition, the Brooksy edition, if you will, as we continue. I
Well-
should get this live read in.
Well,
Oh, what are you saying well to?
I'm waiting for the live read.
Oh,
And
I
it's the-
see.
It's the Brook City edition, but I would like to invite a special guest after the live read onto the show.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of, I'm supposed to be really, really mixing these guys up and keep them fresh. So let's see how we do here. Spring into your dream home. Maybe if I do it more animated, okay? Spring is here, and so is your chance to find that perfect home. Oh, baby. With mortgage rates coming down, now is the ideal time to buy. Mobile Rente with TMG, the mortgage group, works with multiple lenders to find the best mortgage for you, saving you time, money, and Brooksy. Boy, oh boy, do I ever need this one. Most of all, stress. De-stress. That's what I'm all about.
We hate stress.
Whether you're self-employed, a first-time buyer, or have credit challenges, also here, he's always there to help. With 24/7 personalized support. I love that. And the best part, Brooksy, what's the best part? You tell him.
It's completely free.
Hell yeah, it is. Plus, he'll continue to assist you long-term with refinance renewals and mortgage strategies. That is Mobile Rente. Mortgages made simple. Call him or text him anytime at 306-370-5804.
5804.
I was watching one of the shows back when I was doing some promo stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't even realize that you guys were all like numerous, not just you, like numerous people doing like hand gestures, like doing like give me a call. Like, it's really fun. I enjoy that. Wanted to
Well,
thank you
I
guys
feel
for
like
that.
I know it now. That's
Yeah.
how I knew he's completely free.
And that is how advertising works.
Yeah.
And the best part of that is advertising is very affordable here. Just ask our friend Molly.
Like
So,
very affordable.
almost too affordable, if you will, to the
I-
point where I've been told by many people, you can't charge that. It's like, watch us. That's
So
what we do.
you
We
want to
don't-
get in now before it's too late.
Very proud. I'm just very proud of the price points that we have out there because you compare them to anyone else. And it's like,
Okay, can we
Very
bring up
cool.
our special guest?
not yet. I do an email.
Ah,
You know the song? Are you gonna sing
we
that?
all know the email.
If you want to get a live read, get some eyes on our man, citywide food drive still going on right now with Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. Head to saskatoonfoodbank.org. Hit them up. They're still looking for donations. The warehouse is as bare as it gets at this time of year, so we're trying to stock it all back up. Are you playing Pikachu?
No.
What's it called?
Okay, let's
Peekaboo.
go.
Peekaboo.
Contact
Why are you in such a hurry? What's going on here?
Dufferin Ave because I want my special guest. Come
I think you're the special guest. Dude.
on.
I'm pretty sure, but hold on. We still got stuff to get to. Everyone chill out.
Okay, go.
Send us an email to
Contact dufferinave.com.
not bad.
This is
Dragon's
our
beating you.
email and our theme song.
Close. All right, I'll just do it so we can move on.
Okay,
Send us
go,
an
go.
email to contact@dufferinave.com. That is the email. This is the theme song. On 3, get it out of here. 1, 2, 3. See ya.
Oh, wrong way.
Pretty good. That was pretty good. I also have a website. Yeah, you've done that twice now.
www.dufferinav.com.
With the perfect size street sign.
Okay, bye. Get it
So
out of
I
there.
guess you just run the show here. Hey, where were we right before this? What were we doing?
Nothing.
What?
And
thought we
now
were-
it's time for
Hold
our
on.
special guest.
Bro.
Oh, Twitch. We were twitching.
Like, what's that? What?
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess we got a Twitch too. Check it out or something.
It's actually so fun.
Yeah.
We
well,
played Hey You
you're
Pikachu
not,
today.
You're not selling it very well, so I'm just going to punish you by Twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media is where you find us.
Okay.
All
cool.
right, are you ready for our guest? We didn't even put up the black curtain. You know that. We're going to have to go green screening.
It's fine.
Okay.
All right.
You have to do the intro right, though.
My special guest coming up today, going for
Is your mic turned on? Okay. Perfect.
1 out of 3 wins. Only got 1 of them.
Oh, this is what you wanted to do.
Here comes Dragoon.
That was the most uninspired intro I've ever heard
Dragoon.
for a man.
Wow.
Look at that. We even framed it in without the curtain. Even
Uh,
Maggie likes that one. That a girl.
You loved
Yeah.
it? You loved it?
All I did was compliment how great your firefighting skills were and how
When
great
did you
did
do that?
today.
I heard him.
Oh, yeah, you did. I remember. You did do that.
I'll throw an air horn in there for that.
I got the most important win, and that was the last one.
That's right. The only one we'll remember.
Yeah.
How are you, Dragon? I've missed you.
Barely
You've been
won.
so freaking busy. You're doing a million things. You're grinding it out. How you been?
Good. I'm working on a film right now.
Hell yeah.
I'm going pretty good.
Very exciting.
And we're gonna be shooting here pretty quick. And that's gonna be
Is this the big
pretty
one?
fun. This is a short film.
Okay, so this
Uh,
isn't the big one.
This
where-
isn't the big one yet.
Okay.
And it's been great. I caught a little bit of a cold, so I've just been fighting that
Yeah,
off.
I'm like, stay away from me. You sound sick.
Well, he's also got lots of allergies, and he's using hand sanitizer. What more do you want from him?
Yeah.
Where's the hand sanitizer?
and
It's in
the
the
other
booth.
room.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
What,
also
you-
using hand
I was
sanitizer.
gonna say, what, did you just ask him to prove it, bro? What
I
is that?
did. Prove it.
Yeah, and I've been drinking
Are
hand sanitizer every day just to make sure. It's been very
Keeps
healthy.
the doctor away. That's what I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. No, I've been good. Life's been good. I really can't complain. I've been enjoying the weather. Got a fan today. That
Oh,
was, yeah,
big fan.
Big fan.
16-inch. So like, yeah.
Mini. That's not mini. It'll be about like that.
No, yeah, it's like on a stand. Like, yeah, it's got like a stand thing and a remote control.
What do we need? What do we need the fan
Fancy.
for?
He has no AC.
We
thought
have
he
it-
does have
We
AC.
have AC.
Yeah.
He just
Uh,
runs real hot.
I can I hire you just to
I was
tell
gonna
my
say,
stories for me?
like, what the hell, man? Like a
Just
parrot over here.
can we read it in a Facebook post format?
Yeah. Go. Do it.
Wendy Brooks is parroting Dragon.
No, it's so hot, and I feel like we don't put our AC on as much as we should because of
His parents don't like the AC.
This is more of an outburst
don't
from
like
mom and
the-
dad, right?
I'm sorry, my
This
parents love the AC. They don't love the bill, and so that's why we don't use it. And so it's like,
Oh. So this is you lashing out at mom and dad.
Saving money with Ethan.
yeah.
you go.
So I decided to get
Save
3 personal coolers that I'll
money.
plug in and use the same amount of power. But no, it's been good. It's just hot at night. I like sleeping
that.
cold. My favorite feeling in the world is when you get in and your bed's cold.
Yeah,
That's why
pillow's
you're
cold.
sick.
And like
I
you,
didn't
you take
learn-
off your socks and they're
'Cause you
cold.
get sick when you sleep when it's too cold.
That's just-
Well, apparently he's out there sleeping in the buck. Him and LB. Like,
I-
what the heck is going on here? you
I
crazy
would
cats?
rather sleep cold and sick every night than hot and toss and turn.
That's
in the
3 out of
hot.
4 sleeping in the buck, Gary.
Maggie.
I don't know. I like a cool. I like a cool breeze. Okay.
I like a cool breeze too. I'm still trying to figure out who's in the buck here. I was like, I don't sleep in the buck.
Yeah, you're the outcast.
Interesting. I see what you're trying to say. You're trying to be funny here. Okay. Back to business instead of talking about who sleeps naked and who doesn't. Dragon, you said you got a story that you were going to share with us, and we are both quite excited to hear this.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why I wanted to invite you up.
Yeah, it's gonna be so lackluster, right?
She was
Like
really.
my statuses.
Yeah,
Guys,
actually,
This is a Monday show.
When you go live, sometimes this happens. Not everything hits. That's what the boss.
I was gonna say, how could I follow
that?
that? But you really set me up for a layup.
Right.
Really. Like,
There's no going down from here,
I
brother.
was like, my story's gonna look great after this.
Hey,
This is what he's thinking back there the whole time.
This is where we say, prove it.
Okay. So I'm working Saturday morning, right?
Okay, how early? Like super early?
Not like 8 in the morning, so
Okay.
not early by any
horrible.
means, right?
Yeah,
But like,
Well, that is early. You're looking at two people here
Too
who
early
would say
for
that's pretty
me.
early. Yeah.
well, I usually get up at like 7:30.
Yeah, you're so good at mornings.
No, I'm getting derailed here, but I can never sleep in, and I complained to my dad today. I woke up at 6:30, and I looked at my dad at 7, and I said, like, I went upstairs. I didn't like roll over and look at my dad. I went upstairs.
Daddy, why is it so hot in here?
Daddy,
I just
can you
said,
turn on the AC?
yeah.
Just a little more.
It's already a better story. Like we're on a great start.
I was like, I can't sleep in for some reason. He was like, I don't know. It's just like too light in your room. And I was like, maybe. And that was the end of our morning conversation. We were both too tired
Oh
to keep that
yeah,
conversation
I have
going. It was
blackout blinds. That's what you need.
Like, yeah, I don't. Like, it's pretty bright. But like, I like the morning sun. Like, it's kind of nice.
Well, you could choose one: sleeping in or the morning sun. Because if
I'd
you're
pick
gonna
the
miss
morning
the sun if
I'd
you
pick
sleep
the
in,
morning sun each time,
Oh.
I think, because it's just so nice in the morning.
then why are you complaining?
Because that's what I do, okay? It's like,
Okay.
that's what first world problems are.
Okay.
Let the man tell his
Relatable. I do that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, Dragon.
Anyways, so driving down 22nd, right, in the work van. I got my coworker with me. We're cruising along. All of a sudden, the truck in front of us, right, about 4 or 5 car lengths, starts swerving, and like a huge pile of dust gets kicked up, and then all of a sudden there's like sparks and shit, and the truck is like tossing and turning or whatever you want to call it, swerving.
Tossing and turning,
And-
like you with your
and
dad
In
in
the
bed.
yeah.
All of a
Get out
sudden,
bed.
the front left tire of the truck flies off. Like
No.
the truck falls down and it's skidding across the road, scratching 22nd Street. So if you see a big white scratch on
Now you know
22nd Street,
why.
you know where that happened, right? The tire. This is 22nd. It's a busy place, and there's
Sure.
pedestrians. There's people crossing all the time. There's 4 lanes of traffic.
Oh, no.
Somehow, miraculously, this tire flies off the vehicle, dunce, 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 across the whole 4 lanes. Perfect break of cars. Not a single person gets hit. Flies into the side of a building of a restaurant. Misses the glass window by like 2 inches. And I have a little video. I probably should have like queued it up or something.
You're doing a pretty good job at painting
But-
the picture.
But like, it was this perfect scenario where this guy's tire fell off. We watched it go flying. And for some miracle, it didn't hit a single person. This is 22nd. It didn't hit a single car in 4 lanes.
Universe, man.
And it just barely missed flying through a restaurant. Just like, what a rude awakening that would have been.
Did it bounce back off the wall, being a tire?
So like, it's flying, right?
So this must be a guy thing. 'Cause I
Being a
need details. This might
Right?
be a guy thing.
And then it just lost all momentum. It smacks on the side of the
Okay.
wall. You can see in like the little video I took, like it left a tire mark like black
Oh,
on the
for
side of the
sure.
restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And fell over, and like it lost all its momentum.
Were you driving?
Yeah. So
His coworker was with him.
yeah.
Filming?
No. So no. So I'll show you where my video comes from, because of course we don't have a dash cam in that car, and of course like I have a dash cam in my own car,
Yes.
and like that would have been
You
such
have
a
a
good
dash
clip.
cam in your
Oh,
car?
yeah. Everyone
Yeah.
should have one.
What?
I don't
I'm
drive enough
I'm
to have
a-
one, but I would have one for sure.
I'm a very big advocate for getting a dash cam, just in this day and age and
because
traveling.
people are always trying to scam you and like
I'm
getting
too
in
good of a
front you, hitting the
driver.
brakes.
People are
It's not about-
liars.
It's not about you being a good driver. It's exactly that.
I've seen so many clips of someone like in traffic and the person in front of them reversing with their
then
shitty
they're like,
car
"You
to
hit
get a
me."
claim or something, saying that they rear-ended you. And
And
I've seen too many things,
I don't
especially in the
manifest
States.
that into my life with a dash cam.
think about how many times you have to argue with SGI. For
Never.
anything, for anything.
Yeah, I've never had to, but like
You've heard about people who go exactly, and if
It's-
you don't
yeah.
have proof of what happened, you're screwed.
I
So
would
just for SGI alone, I would.
Screw me.
I would I would rather have a dash cam say I'm at fault 9 times out of 10
Yeah.
and not have to fight SGI than having to fight SGI every time just to maybe be right or wrong. Like
I've never had to
It
fight SGI.
all goes back to the exact reason we started this place. To make the world a better place. There's
Whoa,
too many
okay.
shitty people out there.
But dash
I don't
I don't think my
Always-
dash cam is
Dash
making the
cams-
world a better
No,
place.
dash cams prove that you don't trust in humanity.
Exactly my point, you guys. Exactly my point. We're trying to make it so you don't need dash cams anymore because you can.
Yeah, I
you
no.
can
Buy
trust people.
dash cams?
No,
Yeah.
I said I would buy one too because of
No,
how
I wouldn't.
shitty it is out there. I
Listen.
tell you guys all the story. I hate
I
leaving my
trust
house.
I
I hate
in
leaving my
Canadians.
house because
It's
people are
just-
so
Go
bad.
Canadians.
I've seen
go.
enough.
Canada's not for sale.
my-
Go ahead,
this
Dragon.
this really derailed like that tire.
It's okay. We're here. We got you.
Here's the thing. I've seen just so many clips of like
Yeah,
in the
me too.
states
I'm
or
telling
like
you.
especially
I'm
in the
telling
states.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
in Canada though.
But I like to travel. I like to go on road trips. It just
the
makes
States?
sense. I drive a lot. I love driving.
Every time I leave the house, I
I have
have a
violence,
reason
yeah.
that I'm yelling at out my window at people.
Yeah, but you
first of all, here's
are
the thing.
yelling at
Here's the
everyone.
thing.
No,
It-
but
for me,
because they're
it's-
all effing up.
It's not just for insurance, because like here's the thing. Obviously, like if I go through the amount of times I've even had to talk to someone from SGI, it'd be like, oh wait, no, I definitely don't even need a dash cam ever, right? But first of all, it's a just in case, right? In case something happens, you never know. And
Okay.
second of all, it's kind of like if someone else does something that hits someone else, what
You
a
got
fun
proof.
thing to show the family,
right.
right? Like,
Okay,
it would have been
how
so
much
cool.
was it?
Like $100.
Yeah, it's totally worth it.
It's worth it. Like, and,
And
like,
then what
whenever
happens
someone-
to the footage? Like, how long does it record for?
It has like tons of hours of footage, and then like when it fills up on the drive, it just deletes the
Screens out
first
that.
few videos
Yeah.
and just
Keeps
cycles
going.
through. So I can just take it out whenever and put it in. And it records audio too. So like if I get into a rollover, you'll hear me screaming.
He's like waiting for his. He's waiting for his viral TikTok. I get it now.
He's gonna go.
This is content. You would appreciate this the most out of anything.
social
I know,
media
but I
made it.
just like I am very much in like the belief of manifesting things. So if
I like
I'm
that
at a
too.
point
I
where
love that.
I'm
That's a good
buying a
point.
dash cam, like I'm nervous that someone's gonna fuck with me, pardon my language, and like I don't want to be in the mindset where every time I see this dash cam, I'm like, thank God I have this because today somebody might hit
No,
me or
man,
hit
I-
someone else, and then I manifest that actually happening to me, and that's like my mindset. Why
And
I
it's
don't
not
have a dash
nervous at all. I'd say it like bring it on. Like
See, that's what I
see-
mean, you're
it's like,
manifesting it.
It's like a
No,
ring
I
of
love my
protection.
car. I don't want
I
anything to happen to
can-
my car. I love it.
I can see both points, and they're both very valid.
Yeah.
And all I want is to be able to leave the house and have one time where I drive from point A to point B and not have to curse.
Even when you
like,
go to
what is
Pelican.
wrong with it? Yeah, literally blocks. It's hilarious how often people are not paying attention to anything because
Yeah,
everyone's
people
so
are always on their
consumed.
phones.
Everyone
Like,
cares about themselves. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody cares about others anymore, and it's always out there driving.
the amount of times I
I'm
see
the best
people on
driver.
their phones
It's
driving,
horrible.
it's disgusting.
nonstop.
It's gross. And
Yeah, man.
Stop it.
I drive past people on residential streets. They're looking down like this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I know for a fact on my block, I see my neighbors doing it sometimes.
Thank
like,
you.
sorry, like not
Thank
like
you.
close neighbors, I should say. Like
Still.
like people who I know live on my street,
Yep.
but like
I'm with
like,
you,
I know
dog.
people like,
I am
hey, but
so
like-
with you.
I know you have kids, dude. What are you doing on your phone on a residential street? Like that would be like the one thing when you become a parent should be like, hey, maybe I don't drive down residential streets or school zones on my
Yeah.
phone.
Put an exclamation point
I also
on
feel
that.
like having a bike when you have a kid is kind of crazy. Like riding a bike, like a bicycle.
Whoa,
Not a
what?
bicycle, like a motorcycle.
Whoa.
A motorbike.
A motor,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Driving a motorbike.
That's a whole nother issue. We're not going
No,
to
it's like
Wild.
skydiving when you want to have a future kind of thing. Is what you're saying? Yeah.
I will say this. Just down the street, and I told this story as well before. My sister and I were driving back from the hospital, and we were going about 15 down First Street, one block down over here.
That fast.
Literally. Yeah, right? And that's the thing. And I look over and I see 5 kids over there, and she didn't see them at all because they were hidden behind cars. There's cars both ways. And I just looked at my sister, like, hey, you better slow down. She's like, what? Why? I'm like, slow down. And right when she slammed on the brakes, all 5 of them came flying out behind all the vehicles.
That's how I got hit by a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scooters, bikes, the whole 9 yards, a whole squad of them. And she's like, holy shit. Like, okay, we got it. Like, calm down. And then the kids go by, and then a mom comes running right after them. And this was the saving grace. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was like, oh, okay. A lesson was learned today, so I'm not going to rage about
So,
it.
do
But
you
that's
ever-
how quick it happened.
This is
Do
actually-
you
oh,
hold
sorry.
on? Do you ever like this? Might be really bad. I'm outing myself so hard, but do you ever think to yourself when someone's crossing the street
Oh,
like
God.
that?
Points.
Yes. And you're like, if you hit up, like you call how many points they're worth. That
Thank you,
person's
Donna.
worth.
25 easy.
I
Yeah.
have no idea what you guys
For
are
that
talking
for
about.
that
and I
whole
don't
group of
wanna
kids,
know.
that's an easy 1,000 points.
Why would you be putting points on kids?
What an awful thing to say.
That's
Anyway,
horrific.
he knew,
You're
and I'm
talking
sure.
about manifesting?
No, but like that's you only say it after you've stopped, and
I
then
would
you're like, this
never.
person cut me off, so
That's
you're.
So they don't
Really?
bounce
You
off the
would-
windshield
you
and
would've
then you
been
yell
10
at
points.
That's a really, really dumb thing to say. I'll tell you that.
Anyway, if you relate, let us know if you've
Uh,
ever done that.
No, no points.
So here's the thing. This is another kind of like component of me getting a dash cam was the same thing. So I saw a video of basically a truck going down a street, going slow. A kid ran out to chase a ball and got hit by the truck. She was fine. The thank goodness she was fine. The parent came out and started freaking out at the driver, saying like obviously you hit her. This is your fault. Everything like that. Driver apologized. All those things. The neighbor came out of their house and said that the truck was speeding down the street and
Yeah, trying
not
to
paying
set 'em up,
attention,
yeah.
distracted. And they went to court, and there was witnesses testifying against this person who had the dash cam. And then they look at the dash cam footage and they find, sure enough, not distracted, not on their phone, and they were going below the speed limit.
Yeah,
So
not
the neighbor came out and lied, just for no reason, or like
Everybody
Probably
wants to
because they're
please.
pissed that that kid got hit. but
exactly
even
like
if-
emotions get high, right? So again, I saw that and I was looking at the litigation of that, and like, because I like looking at legal stuff, and I was just like, you know what? Just hope it never happens to you, and it probably will. But and it's like it's just like just get the dash cam, just like have it just in case, because you never know what. Because if he didn't have that dash cam, he would be in jail. Because there was
Or-
witnesses telling him he did something that he did
Did
not
do.
do, right? So it's just like,
And this
Would he be
plays
in jail
into
though?
it.
The kid was fine. He would have got fined. Like,
yeah, but
if the kid would've
it's-
died, yeah.
it's, it's still the same thing. It's like
This
whether the
isn't-
kid dies or
this
not.
isn't a
it's
court
still,
show. We're not going to talk
Yeah.
about
Judge,
doing time.
Judge
and
Judy is
the
hot right
point-
now.
What you're going to take home today from this is pay attention to your
Attention,
surroundings
yes.
at all times, please.
At the very
Please,
least,
please, please.
don't get a dash cam. Just stay off your phone. Like,
Yeah,
like
Okay.
exactly.
We got to get in this pre-tape.
And I gotta go soon. So
She's got to roll soon. Dragoon,
see you soon, Cora.
we love you, Dragon. I love you very much. Thank you for
I should-
joining us with your stories. I just need you to play
should
that
say-
pre-tape. Oh, you got one more thing to say?
I was just gonna say, like, restaurant has a marker on it.
He's saying that the restaurant has a black
It
tire
has a
mark
black
on it.
mark on it from the tire.
And I forget the name of the restaurant, but the driver took a photo
The driver
Yeah.
took a photo
of the restaurant and the phone number.
Of
and I
the
told him to
restaurant
call
and the
me,
phone
tell him what
number,
happened.
and he
So I
said
hope
to
that
call.
restaurant isn't wondering what happened. I tried to make sure that this guy took responsibility for it.
You're trying to help out.
Oh,
I hope he did.
anyway, to
I like
recap
that.
what he just said, he
Yes.
told the restaurant to try and help him.
He did.
Yeah. Well,
No, there was a lot more. And she did repeat all of it, so it is good. Thank
that's what I
you
thought
to
he
you
said.
for making it in.
Okay.
Another successful Brooksy Monday. It is now time as the Riders continue to make their way into the big first game of the season. We got to recap. I guess I say all this when we started. Let's just go and roll it, Dragon. The Riders' first preseason game of the year is in the books, and thank God we got the best in the biz when it comes to Rider Outsiders. Ladies and gentlemen, the co-host of the viewing room, head engineer, the face about the place, and our very own Rider Outsider, we have LB. The crowd isn't cheering
Hey.
very hard for that. I thought
No,
you had
they're
more.
all Twitch
That's better.
streaming and whatnot.
Yeah, we're getting two birds stoned at once here right now, as the Twitch stream is live right now. Just finished putting the boots to Brooksy, and now it sounds like Dragon's putting the boots to her, so it's going pretty good over there.
Yep.
Not many boots are being put out at the pregame, hey, would you say?
You mean the preseason?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't even know what that means.
There wasn't a lot of scoring.
No, it was a field goal game.
No,
Not
I
a
guess
single
there-
touchdown on either side.
I guess you could say there were boots being given because they were booting balls.
Yeah, there was. There was a
Okay.
lot of field goals.
But a single touchdown was scored.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that very much.
I like it from our defense perspective.
Of course.
I'm not a fan of it from the offense perspective.
What was the final score?
15-9.
Ooh, a real field goal fest.
Yeah.
Trying to
it
think of
was-
something cool to say about it. That's about it.
I'm not gonna say it was a boring game because
Good.
it was one of those games where like the point of it is not to win exactly. The point of a preseason game is to test your players, test your backup, see how things are working,
See who you want to
kind of run some live
get out of
reps, you
there.
know.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think that was accomplished, and I think it was a good look at, we got to look at 4 of our quarterbacks.
Okay.
Got to look at both of our kickers. Yeah.
Now, the big question. Did anyone stand out for the Rider Outsider as you watched the preseason game?
Jackson Ford got the start at safety. Local kid, didn't play much last year because of an injury.
Oh, I like that.
He stood out. In my opinion, he's making a run at the starting spot. I don't know if they're going to consider that because the starting safety wasn't dressed, so we don't know.
So he may have a spot all secured up or in there, so
who
he's going
knows?
to back up. Okay.
But if he doesn't, I'm feeling pretty good about our backup then.
Okay.
Bertrand Houdon, he's been on the team for 3 years
Heard that
now.
name, yeah.
And I really think the guy deserves at least a backup spot.
What position does he play?
He plays like fullback or tailback.
Okay.
And Olet starter obviously, and he had some really good runs. He looks healthy. He looks ready to go. Like this looks like the Olet we wanted last year.
Okay, so last year is sort of a write-off as he wasn't at full capacity.
No,
Okay, so now this is the guy.
this
now
is the
we're
guy.
cooking. This is your workhorse running back who's going to carry you to the cup.
Yeah.
And what about what's the guy that was backing him up? Like Penix.
Trent Penix and Anderson were the other 2 possibilities. They both got good reps. I think Anderson got a few more reps.
Ooh, that's not good for your boy Penix.
I'm not that attached to it yet.
Okay.
I mean, whoever does the best job, right? But I really think Bertrand Houdon deserves a shot.
Okay.
Like the guy is a solid running back. He makes solid plays. Always has kind of good head on him, and like even on one of our returning plays, he had a huge block. That sealed a really
Coaches
good
love seeing
return.
that. Preseason, that's where you're showing off. That's where you're putting the work in.
Yeah.
So are you thinking they might go with 3 running backs?
No.
So it's either going to be Penix or Houdon.
Penix or Anderson.
Or Anderson, yes.
And I think Houdon will just kind of be there as like a special teams and probably like a backup. But I don't think he'll be dressed as a running back. I don't know. I don't know what their order is going to look like. But
Well, that's why they're doing all these games, I guess, and having a full training camp is to figure that
exactly.
out. Defensive-wise, were there any big names out there? I heard the starters didn't play very much, eh?
No, there wasn't really very much. Honestly, it was all just solid plays.
You sound like a happy fan.
From the defense perspective. Defense perspective,
Let's get into this. The offensive line, how did it look without 2 of their studs?
pretty good. Like overall, like I didn't have any huge concerns.
You're not concerned about guys stepping up to fill those roles?
Not really.
Dang, I like that.
I didn't. There wasn't very many points where like, especially since Winnipeg was blitzing like every play
Getting
this
that
game.
blitz working, yeah.
They were getting a workout, and I wasn't concerned. Like it was solid. Now Jake Mayer, we're talking about the actual quarterback who they're protecting. Jake Mayer is
just to be clear.
oof.
Your thoughts on Jake Mayer going into this?
When they announced that they were bringing him in from Calgary,
Former starter, right?
yeah, then he got benched. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah,
I don't watch Calgary.
Checks out, yeah.
I was not happy. I was like, why are you bringing in a guy who got benched like that?
Not
It
coming in
doesn't
to
make
start,
sense.
bro. He's
No.
not coming in to start.
No, you've got to find. Jack Cohn had been with the team for a year or 2, and he was getting developed. You've got Shea Patterson. As much as I don't like him, I still think he's better than Jake Mayer.
Dang.
They let him go,
That's all we need to hear, man.
and I feel very validated in my feelings.
Okay, that's good. I like that.
So yeah,
So
I'm not
Jake
thrilled
Meyer-
with that. And everybody's talking that he's going to be the backup, and I think that's a ridiculous idea. Get Jack Cohn in there as the backup,
Okay.
and he needs the reps because I don't know.
You just don't like Jake Meyer, and that's okay.
I don't because he's not as good.
That's fair. That's
Unless he wasn't showing it to me.
see, that's the type of stuff we're looking for when we go to the Rider Outsider. I don't want to hear stats. I don't want to hear this or that. I want to hear your thoughts as a fan, and that's what you bring, and I appreciate that very, very much. Anyone else on offense? How was my misery guy? Did my misery guy make it?
He made a couple of plays.
Misery.
He was making some plays.
That's my dude.
I hope he gets at least a backup. I don't think he'll get started just because we have a pretty good
Of
receiver
course,
room.
yeah.
But yeah, I think he'll make it. Actually, I'm realizing it's Missouri, not misery.
It's-
but I like
it's
saying
always
misery
misery
better.
here, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Punting.
Rider Nation's always full of
Yeah.
misery. We're used to it.
Punting wise, Bailey Flint
Yeah,
needs
let's
a
get
bit of
into
work.
it. So is he gonna be the guy?
I guess so.
And you're not too impressed with his skills? Nope. I heard he had a little fluffer, one kick that went like 10 yards.
No, that was the. Oh.
Wasn't there like a pooched punt or something?
No, it wasn't a punt. It was a kick. The backup kicker, Garrity, on a 48-yard kick, absolute line drive. Like I almost thought somebody threw the ball. It was just that it was like.
You know, I always love kicker talk because everyone thinks they can kick. You hear all the guys that are saying, I can kick from 35 all day. I can kick from 40. No problem.
I tried because we were looking for a kicker for our high school team, and I tried. And I could punt, but I could not kick at all. It's really hard.
And that's the fun part of high school is that you get to try all those positions. And I was a kicker for a while. And like in practice, I was kicking 40, 45, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
With no one rushing, and you're just sitting there it's totally different when you're in a game. That's the point of this. So everyone that says, oh yeah, I can kick consistently 35, 45, no problem. It's like, yeah, but can you do it with a freaking line rushing at you?
And 27,000 people screaming at you.
That's the difference. We all can make those little dinky kicks, sure, when there's no pressure. So I always enjoyed having a good laugh when people say, oh, I can kick that all day. It's like, bro, maybe reel it in a little bit.
Yeah.
But to line drive one, been there many times. The old lineman wouldn't like it when I was kicking lost because I'd just go right up their butt. Boom. Then this fumble, and then you go, oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Good old football. So there's a bit of, is there any kicker battle going on at all?
No. Brett Lowther is the starter.
He's the guy.
He's the guy. Now we lost by 2 field goals. Yes. And we missed 2 field goals. Each kicker missed a field goal.
Very interesting.
And a lot of people are like, Brett Lowther, he's gone. But remember, this happened last year. He had a bad game or 2 bad games, and everyone was like, get him out of here, and came back, and he was fine.
Welcome to Rider Nation.
It's the yips. Some people, you get him, as long as you figure him out in a week or 2,
easy.
No harm done.
All good.
Unless it happens during the playoffs.
Yeah, poor Paul McCallum. We've seen how all that goes. Jiminy Chillikers. Anything else stand out from you? What's your overall feel after this first preseason game against the Bombers?
More work needed, but we have a strong team, and I think it'll be a contender.
Wow, you haven't changed. You haven't swayed.
No.
Okay.
Again, it's preseason, right?
Yeah.
It's not a great
it's not a good gauge for us.
assessment of the starting team.
You said it perfectly in that it's a tool for the organization to work through and see what they got with these guys. And
one more
build
thing.
it. Yes.
The CFL Plus.
Oh, I heard there's some issues
streaming.
with this too. Yeah.
Now,
Was that the only way you could watch?
Yes.
Okay.
There was a couple games on TSN, but not
not
the
the Rider
Saskatchewan's.
game.
It was like a couple of the Eastern teams. Anyway,
Okay.
they now a lot of people are like, just be thankful that we have televised preseason games. But when you're taking the Jumbotron feed and putting the radio play-by-play on top of it, it's lacking.
That's if you're
And
lucky to get the feed to work.
That too. And
Yeah.
a lot of people were having trouble getting it to work. Myself, I missed the first few minutes of the first period. I got lucky and eventually got in. But a lot of people, some people didn't get in until there was 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
So that, is annoying. And
But it's only a preseason game, and you were only getting somebody on the Jumbotron going like this, and it's like a Frankenstein broadcast.
yeah, but my point is then don't do it at all.
Yes, I agree.
Because
We
it's
can agree
professional
there.
football.
Yeah.
If you're not going to do it to a certain standard, then don't do it at all.
Keep faking it till you make it, man. Act like you're a big time organization, and then maybe the TVs will come.
Motto of this place.
I'm with you. 1,000%. All right. Next game, last preseason game of the season next Saturday.
It's on Friday at
Friday,
7 p.m.
7
in
p.m.
Regina.
And
against the Bombers.
Those
Again.
dirty Bombers
Again, back to back. We're playing them 6 times this season or something.
lot of
It's
bombing.
crazy. And then
It's a lot of
if we
bombing.
both make it to the postseason, it's even more.
It's almost like there's a rivalry there,
I know.
I guess.
Now,
it's tough to not
here's
have
the
a
thing.
rivalry when there's only 7 other teams.
This year, I'm glad that this is the year it's happening, because if the teams shape up the way I expect them to, then it could be a great season, beating the Bombers a half a dozen times. However, it could also be a bad season if things don't shape up the way we want.
Yeah. See both those happening. It's strange. All right, buddy. Rider Outsider. His name is LB, co-host of the Viewing Room. New episode every Tuesday.
Going live tomorrow.
Going live tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
bright and early.
Bright and early. Dragon
Oh,
checked his
man.
work schedule, I hope. He better have.
Hey,
Hey, go Oilers.
Also good. Real quick stat for you, hockey-wise. All the games that I didn't watch the Oilers play, have been all the games that Stuart Skinner has had, well, I guess 3 shutouts and 1 goal allowed. So 1 goal allowed in 4 games.
So don't watch the next game.
Stop watching, yeah.
Stop watching.
I did. Yeah, see
Yeah.
who gets it.
What
Life
are,
as
the,
a
what,
fan.
are, what are the odds we see a rematch of last year?
Oh, right now, if you're looking at Vegas odds, I guarantee you they're probably the best odds possible because we know Florida's going. I think they're going to play another game tonight, but that's already done. It's up to Edmonton to finish it, and they're highly favored right now over Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
So could
It's
be
gonna
going
be a good game.
only 3 times in the history of the NHL. They've gone back-to-back with the same
Really?
teams going forward.
Cool.
Yeah, so it could be the 4th time. Some history in the making. Shout out to Eyeballs, my main man Jamie Nye from the Green Zone.
Yeah.
Driving out there. Rider Outsider, LB, thank you so much, buddy. Always appreciate it, and we'll get you back in here and update us as camp continues throughout the week.
We'll see. I'm pretty busy. So
Maybe.
might not make it to camp. Actually, it's in Regina again, so no, I won't be there.
The whole week? They're done in Saskatoon?
No.
Ah. I guess we're lucky you're the outsider, not the insider, hey?
Yeah.
Always looking in from the outside. LB, Rider Outsider, thanks so much, buddy. Always appreciate it. And go Riders.
Go Riders.
Oh, I love having an outsider. And when you're a Rider Outsider, you don't got to get anything right. You don't got to do anything. You just got to be like, here's what I saw. I'm an outsider. I'm not the insider. Very cool. Very well done. Thank you to LB again for stopping by and recapping the big first preseason game for your Saskatchewan Roughrider. Big thank you to Brooksy stopping by, hanging out, doing her thing. Brooksy Mondays around here. We do gaming with Brooksy over on the Twitch stream. And then comes on for the show, and we have a lot of fun. Firefighters today, as well as some more updates with The Cringe, where we look back at her Facebook updates. A lot of cringe-worthy stuff in there. It wasn't, again, I think I was highly medicated when I read them, because I thought they were really funny, and then once we read them on the air, I was like, oh, maybe not as funny as I thought. Who would have thought? But that is why I love this show so much. Anything can happen at any time because it's always live, and it's always real, and it's always fantastic. Thank you for joining us here each and every weekday. It means an absolute ton to us. By the way, new shows, Good Sports. Great show with Ryan Flaherty, as well as Not That Kind of Book Club with Les and Ree. Both those new episodes are up. Debut, premiere episodes, if you will. Very exciting to have more shows on board and more to come. So you have to stay tuned for that. The Dragon, thank you so much for making it in. I've missed you dearly, my sweet, beautiful Dragoon. And I'm so excited to kick the absolute shit out of you on the old Super Smash Bros. Right now. So that's what we're going to do. And we'll be back tomorrow for the Tuesday edition. That's the All Out of Angst podcast edition of your show. We'll have Uncle Mike, see him right there, from all of his natural products, and Matt from all the bands. And we're going to get you ready for the big show. June 7th. It's coming up very soon at the Black Cat. So we're going to talk a little bit about that and so much more. Until then, remember, karma is very, very, very real. Do good things and it'll start happening. We're talking about today. Just put others before yourself, and I promise the world will be better. Thank you. Have a great night.